Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I'm not working in the altered book, but I am going to make a few pieces of ephemera that I think is really easy. But knowing me, it may not happen, but we'll give it a try. So what you need to start out is I took this out of my scrap paper bin because, not scrap paper, but scraps. But I forgot the lotion again. Anyway, and I was trying to find something pink that would look good with that journal. And so I needed a strip 2.5 inches wide. Let me just see here. Yeah, 2.5 inches wide and 7.25 long, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 7.25. I guess that will leave me just some extra space in the center of it. This is really easy, but it, you know, where's my corner puncher? Is it on here on the table? I did a bunch of cleaning up yesterday. Or my corner puncher is not where it's supposed to be. Alright, well, this thing has a corner punch in, so I'll just use this. You know what? I don't want to punch it. I'm sorry. Alright, let's get back to this. Okay, so then you're going to score this 7.25 going this direction, and you're going, now you want to know, just to give you a heads up, you're going to be going and wrapping it around something like that, okay? So you want to make sure that whatever is folded up here or here is going the way you want it to. All right, so I'm just going to fold this one. I need to score it at 1 3/4. 1 3/4. And then the other end is also, I believe, 1 3/4. Is it? Yeah, I think so. If I've done it wrong, I'll have to do it again. 1 3/4. I think it's 2, not 1.5, or 1 3/4. Well, maybe it is. That's almost 2, isn't it? I'm so sorry. I wrote it all down and now I can't remember where it was. Okay, it's 2 inches. Okay, and I believe this side is 2 inches as well. It's just a little bit off. Press this down. I always try to get things, it just took me forever to find a piece of paper that was cardstock-ish. And, okay, that's fine. Alright, so now, if that is, it's going to open like this, so you have the butterfly here and a plane there. And if you don't want that, you could, you know, do it this way. Okay. So then, at 1/4 inch from here, I'm going to just mark this 1/4 inch here. And 1/4 of an inch on this side. On that end. And then in between here, halfway. And that's 3 1/4, so 1.5-ish. 1.5-ish. I'm just gonna leave it at 1.5 inch. Basically, it just needs to be the same. Okay. So now that one meets up with that one, and that mark meets up with that one. And I may have to make these on both sides. Marks. Okay, then I'm going to take a hole punch. You know, I think I'll do it the way I did it the first time. Okay, I've got this little mark here, so I'm just going to do a V, or cut in a V shape here. And that leaves that. And where's my other mark? I need the same mark on this side. So I will just measure up 1/4 of an inch on this side and it'll be all good. Okay, and just go in, you know, it's not even, I guess that you could say it was 1/4 of an inch to go in with the little dot, the little V things. Or you could use a punch to punch out like a little circle. And what that's going to do is okay, so it should look like that. All right, now just going to ink this. Well, I don't need to yet because okay, so let's see, what do I want? I think I'll do it this way. So we're going to put a hole punch right here in the center. I'm going to pretend it. No, I don't want to go that way. I don't think it really matters. Okay. All right, I'm going to put the hole punch right in the center here. That should be 1 inch, I think. No, 2.5 would be 1 1/4 inches. 1. Okay, and I probably should make that right across where the V is. I hope you guys can see this. Okay. So I'm just going to draw a line because I can erase it. Because I think I want this punch to be right on that little line that goes straight across to the V's. Okay. And now I've already pre-cut this, but this is a 1/2 inch circle, and then I cut it out with my what do you call this? crocodile. And then I'm going to set this on here. And I want to make sure that, oh gosh, I don't know why I'm having such a hard time. Okay, I guess it's going to go there. This is not really that complicated. Okay, so now I need a tie. So I'm going to ink this up a little bit. Okay. And I'm going to put some string across this, sort of. Let's see. I want to put the string right where the eyelet is. The eyelet that I was going to add in here. Okay, well, let's see if it works. Find an eyelet. Let's see, I've got to stretch this out a little bit to get my eyelet in there. Maybe it doesn't want to go in there. Well, darn. I guess I'll do it the old-fashioned way, where you just wrap the string around. I'm sorry, I'm all fingers. I'm just all fingers. I get up and I'm so motivated to get in here and do something, and then always, something is not right. Come on. I've got that too. It's just so thick. I have it so torn up. I'm pretty sure I used that pen last time to get it to fit. If I knew how to edit, I would. And what I was gonna do is leave one of my, because I always take them out of my phone right after I upload them, because otherwise I run out of room, run out of space in my phone. And I hope there's enough room there for the string to go around. Okay, let's set this in here. All right. This was only going to take me a couple minutes to make. And now it's turning into several. Okay. So I'm just going to wrap this just going to knot it in here. Okay, so that leaves it open a little. Cut this part off. Now, whoops. Okay, guys, anytime you want to, I shouldn't say it. I shouldn't say this. I should pretend like I really am doing this the way it needs to be done. Okay, I want the string to come out on that side. That's the key factor right there. Oh, seriously. There we go. Just wasn't. Okay, now this is going to wrap around like this. And see, it's not supposed to go over the top. Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure I've done that wrong. Because this is supposed to wrap around. Maybe I just went too many times. Okay, one time. There we go. There we go. And if you can think of another way to do this, please do. Okay, so there we have our little folder. Okay, and that wraps around here into those little V's that we have. Okay, and that holds it in place. Now on the inside, let's see if I can do this part right. I'm going to take this as an extra sheet I had, and I'm going to take this one, and you're going to fold it in half. I'm sorry. You're going to fold it in half, and you're going to fold it in half again, or fold it into each other. I think like this. Okay, and then we're going to fold this in half. And this is for writing space in here. And then we're going to fold this into here. This into there. Okay. And then this gets folded up. This gets folded back on itself, and this gets folded upright. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that's the way to do it. And then you can change your mind after you, like, I kind of like to have those flowers showing. You could do it that way. Okay, so basically you just have to get it. Alright, and so if you were going to glue it, you would glue this back part onto the back part of this. Okay, and then all of this folds out to be writing space. I think it's really cute. I just not having a very easy time of it. So, and then this, you would go back and probably ink it. Now, I'm thinking I'm not going to glue it down because it will just sit right inside of here. Like so. That way, if they want to take the whole piece out, they can. Okay. Voila. How long did that take? Forever. I'm sorry. But it's cute, right? It's cute. And nobody expects that paper to be inside of here. That's what's fun. And then, of course, I'll do some kind of embellishment here. I had so many scraps, and these are kind of the smaller ones that I just need to use them up. But I don't know if I have anything right now to stick on there, but a label would probably be good. This is a postage stamp that's on vellum. It's not, it's a copy of a postage stamp that okay. All right, I'm just, I can't be going through this. So what I'll do is, leave that, I kind of like this, just for a little something, because it does have a lot of color. I think I'll cut that. No, I don't want to lose that guy. Keep him. These guys can be a little... I guess I'll just use my scissors. Can't cut a straight line anymore at all. My eyes are just crooked. Whoops. Let me put a little ink on this before I glue it. That looks all right. Still not straight. Okay. So yesterday I did work on cleaning up in here, and I made quite a bit of progress. But because I have just papers stuck here and stuck there, and I wanted to put them in some kind of order. I think you could make this any size you wanted to, if you wanted to. Okay, so not crazy about that, but maybe I'll find something else to add to it. Change the lids back on the bottles, so that helps. So the key is to put everything away that you pull out. But when I'm doing videos, I don't have a chance to do that. Okay, so that's that little goodie thing. And let's see, we do have some time, so let me see. This was interesting one, and so it's got to go this direction, of course. Darn. I printed just a couple things that are plain. Well, not plain, but pink-ish. This one is also would be upside down. I just don't want to waste the papers. I wanted it copy dyed on the back. This doesn't have copy dyed on the back. I guess I'll just do it with this. It's, you know, I just don't want to keep printing in pages when they're going to be left over, like everything else I do. All right, this gets like so. Okay, so we're going to I'm going to put the paper upside down, and I'm going to fold it back an inch. Okay. And then we're going to fold it making sure I'm doing it right. Fold it in half, this long way. And then we're going to fold it going up. And that might not end up too bad. Oh, yeah, that's not bad at all. Okay, and then we're going to take out this section. Let's see. Yeah, that's the part that folds over. Okay, we're going to take out this section here. Save that for something else. And this gets no, it's going to be folded that way. That didn't have any direction on the other paper I had. Because this has got to go over. Okay, maybe that's what I'm doing wrong. I need to fold this part in. There we go. Okay, guys. I'm just going to use my little guide here to trim off these corners even. that the right corner? So many of you always comment about my process. That you like my process. I don't know. I really don't know for sure. But I don't mind, you know, watching somebody struggle through something. Oh, that's pretty on that side. So this is probably going to get tucked into a pocket unless I put some journal cards in here. Okay, so that's another little piece. I hope you got that. Let me do it real quick. So you take your 11.5 by 8.5 and then you fold it in half, or you're going to fold one side up 1 inch on one side of the long part. And then fold this in half to meet up to that folded over edge. And then you're going to fold up like so. But you're going to cut away this section here, and this will be your little flap. And there you've got an envelope, or writing space if you want. I think it might be a cute envelope. No, I have to think about it. Okay. And let's see, what time is it? Okay, a couple. Okay, I did that one. I just ran through all my stuff to see what I could find to make. Okay, this is another one. Just going to do it on this because I could probably use this anywhere, as I did it on Coffee Dyed. So this one we're going to fold inside. Hope I'm in camera. I don't really want to crease the whole back of this, so I'm just going to do it lightly and see what happens. Okay, so now we have it in this horizontal position, and then I'm going to take this piece and then this one, hopefully those are pretty even. Okay, and then we're going to, let's see, what's the top? That's the top. Then I'm going to fold this down like 1 inch. And on this one, we're going to cut away this corner. There. Okay. And then this is gonna go, oh, darn. How would I figure that out in ahead of time if it was going to be upside down or not? I don't know. I don't know. I can't do it the other way. That's upside down too. Oh well. Okay, so now we've folded these two inside to the middle and then cut out those edges. And then this one's just going to fold up like so. I guess you just have to try to do this without directional paper if you are as confused as I am. There's my punch. So I think I'll just put rounded corners on this. I can't get it in. Why is that so weird? You know what? I think it's cut at an angle. That's why. This paper is going... I didn't cut these out totally straight. So, let me see if like this long one here. You need to make sure when you use a guide like this that you are even at the top and you're even at the sides. Otherwise, it will not look correct. Otherwise, you might as well just clip it off. Like Rachel at Roxy's. Yes, Roxy's Creation. So I'll put a little ink on the edges of this. That word's upside down. But, you know, this part too, you can do a lot of decorating. So when you're done, this can fit into a pocket, and then you can open it, and it also is a place to journal. Or you can fold up and make a pocket. I don't know. I think you might be able to slide this one in. I think that's kind of how they did it in the old days when they didn't have envelopes. But I kind of like it on the outside. Could cover that up with something. I need to cover this up, possibly. I don't want to cut that. It's a nice little square. I also went through my fabrics, or my laces. I didn't put them up here. No, I don't. Because you can't have everything on the front of on top of your desk, but you know, you like to remember that you have it. I think that's a little too white, and that's a little too excessive. I don't know if I like this. Of course, you've got to be all pinned together. It does keep it from looking upside down. That is one good thing. All right, let me give that a try. A little extra there. I think I'll do the sticky tape. Seems to work pretty well. Come on. Boy, this sticky tape is sticky. And I've probably had it 20 years. Since card making days. in a while. And I also would like, if anybody wants to leave a comment about what to name this journal. I've had you guys name journals for me before. And then when I get all the names, I'll just do a little drawing to see whose name comes up. And that's what we'll call it. Probably pink something, right? It's got pink, mostly. Antique. Okay. Put a little bit of glue up there because it didn't. All right, so I could put a little something to close this with. Hide the upside down birds, but yeah, I'm afraid if I just do it to one side it won't stay closed very well. All right guys, I'm not gonna make you I don't know why I keep that. It's so ugly. Cute little girl. Okay. I was just looking for something. That, not that. There's a key. I feel like I need to put something over that. Let's see how far can I go without you realizing it's a bird. See, that doesn't look, it looks like it needs to go. I'm probably running out of time. I wonder what I cut this circle out for. Maybe to make a pocket or something. So I could put it right there, and that way when you open it, and I think I think I'll put the butterfly on it. Okay, so that would open like that. So I need to glue half of this. So I'm hoping after this video I will make myself come back in here. The problem is, it's like, have you ever like opened a photo album? That doesn't look straight. Hold on. Oh my goodness. For days the glue wasn't sticking. Alright, are you straight? Okay. Might be able to put a little bit more glue in there because it doesn't need to be down that low. I mean that high. Whatever I mean. I don't know. Okay. So here's 3 little pieces of ephemera for writing space or pockets if you choose. I may put a thing on this one too. Now this one, if you had done it all coffee dyed, you could have it. You still could put like a side tuck in here. Wouldn't be upside down, but you can close it like this one. These are almost the same ideas, except they're just a tad bit different. Okay, and then actually on this one I was thinking about putting, I got this from Vibe of Vintage, and I think she's in my, what I think I'm going to do is re-add my link tree back into my description. I just didn't really think people were going there, so plus it's kind of a pain to scroll up and down to find who you're looking for, but that way if you can't find it, at least you can go there and find the link to that designer. It's not going to necessarily take you to the link of the actual video. Then you have to search from there. Because I use the same people quite a bit, so I was thinking about putting some of these letters over here. So this is like washi sheet, and so I printed it on this clear matte sticker label. And the one that I used, that I've always bought, I have still plenty left. They don't make it anymore, or they don't sell it on Amazon. I kind of wish, and all of them she did are all going vertically. Let's see, maybe. And her lines are also, she has lines on there so you can cut it. But I think that's pretty cool. Okay. So if I just want to put that down there. It's probably, oops, I'll do it with that. I have to have washi tape. Empty washi. Try to use up ones that I don't care for so much. I think I use washi more to take stickers off than I do to put washi on. Come on, don't be difficult. I'm supposed to go this way with it. Yeah. Do it on the washi side, not the back. Alright, I'm just going to stick this down here just for a little added. Not very good washi tape. Okay. So that doesn't even go with the journal that we're doing, but it's okay. It'll be there for another one somewhere. I do have a lot of ephemera that is made up, and then I don't know about you guys, but I have looked at my boxes of ephemera that have already, or pockets or whatever, because I was looking for some that I could use. And I'm like, why did I do that? That looks horrible. So I don't know if you guys feel that way when you look at some of your old stuff. It's like, and then the inking, I just couldn't handle the dark inking that I used to do. Well, I still do, but like I ink this, but you can't notice it. It's not as noticeable. But on some of mine that pretty much were white, and I've tried to ink them so that they, you know, look vintage. To me, it doesn't work. It's got to be something that can go along with your vintage look. All right, guys, have a great day, and don't forget to comment, subscribe, and like, and I'll be back with another video. Okay? Bye-bye.